Hey guys, Elizabeth here. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this black Nintendo Switch stand. I've included templates for both stands, so you can make either one if you want. Check the description below for the link to the templates. The black Switch stand is template A, and the white stand is template B. For the white Switch stand, I did use 3D paint, and then painted over it with white, and then I used the colored paint for which colors I wanted. That way it was raised a little bit, and I felt like overall it looked a little bit better. It gave it a little bit more character. The black stand in the video is a bit messed up because I did accidentally squish it, but it usually stands better than that, so you guys would have more luck if you did not squish yours. I decided on these two different designs after many trial and errors in making these stands, so in the video you'll see that I have more pieces than I actually end up using because I wasn't sure how many pieces I may need or the design I was going to end up with. It's good to have extra pieces because I did make mistakes and they came in handy. So these are all the template pieces that I cut out, and I have a couple extras just in case I mess up. I painted off screen since it's kind of a long process, or it can be, and my head would get in the camera shot, so it was just easier to paint off camera and then show you guys. I didn't paint the entire thing because I didn't want to glue on top of the paint and risk it coming apart. So later on I'll show you. I finish it off by painting afterwards. I did create two faceplates, one for the back, which is an optional thing if you don't like the little tab that's glued on the back of the stand, or you could just have the main faceplate, which I ended up just using. The second template, you do need that back piece because I did use that back piece, just so it looks a little bit cleaner. So template A, you only need one faceplate. Template B, you should have two. I'm going to take the shelf piece and I'm going to put the edge in these little corners here, or along this little cut. You insert here. It might be a tight fit, depending on how much wiggle room you gave yourself. If anything, you can just force it through and it'll be a little bit more sturdy for you. If it's loose, it's fine because you're gluing it anyway. I struggled a little bit with mine, as you can see here. You want to go ahead and bend it back, or like flat, so you know that it's flush before you actually glue it. Pulled mine back a little bit, enough to get the glue gun in there. Press firmly, and there you have it. You just have to make sure that the shelf on the front is actually 90 degrees, and then I cut the excess cardboard off so it's not blocking the little vent hole that I made. You want to be able to let your Nintendo Switch breathe. You don't want it getting too hot. I actually used some jewels on mine. You can use whatever you have, paint, stickers, even if you like photos in a newspaper or a magazine, you can always use those and paste them on there and make one that way too. This is how you would put it together for template B. You would sandwich it. I'm going to take this piece and then I'm going to glue the front faceplate. Oh, actually, I'm going to score these folding lines, and I just want to make sure that I'm lining it up correctly, that the line is at the spot that I need. So I'm just going to score where I need to fold, so it's easier for me. You don't want to cut too deep though, otherwise you'll cut through or it'll rip off. I also use the edge of my ruler to make sure the lines were straight when I fold it. You just line it up like so, and then fold it over, and it's a lot easier. Just scoring my lines, and then I will bend these as well. I'll show you which way you're supposed to bend each mark. I did mess up, so make sure that you pay attention to what I'm doing towards the end, I guess, of this clip. Most of these are bent backwards, away from the faceplate, until the end it's bent the opposite way, so when it's glued, it's more like a leg. I bent it one too many far, but that's okay because it's going to be glued down. I have to cut these little slots out to make sure that the vent is clear. It's easier to do that if you fold it and then mark it. That way it's exact. Now you just want to glue those on. Repeat for the other side. I actually had a lot of fun with making this switch stand. I especially like making this Edwin switch stand, the Splatoon one, because it was different, and I don't normally use white whenever I'm crafting things, so for me it was out of my comfort zone, and it was kind of nice, and the colors were amazing, and I've never really used 3D paint like that, so it was pretty cool doing new things and making something for somebody else. It was nice. I actually messed up on this piece and I measured incorrectly, so I had to repeat this and make a new one. It's the back leg stand that I messed up on. The templates that are at the link below are actually correct measurements. I had to figure out where I went wrong with the back leg and redo it and measure it that way. So you guys have it the easy way since I did all the hard work, my own measurements and angle or whatever. So yeah, I made the templates on 9 by 12 inch paper, so you might have to either get bigger paper or you can print it out. Most of them can fit on regular printer sheets of paper, but some are actually too large to fit on regular size printer paper. I'm just double checking it to make sure that it does fit there, and then you can glue it on. I like to double check just to be on the safe side, because I glued it the first time and it was wrong. It's better to double check than have to take it all off, because then you risk tearing it. Luckily, I got away with it and it didn't tear. Now it's time to glue on the faceplate before you glue the very back of the very bottom of the leg, the back leg. You want to glue on the faceplate before you glue on the very bottom of the back leg, because if you glue on the very bottom of the back leg, you'll squish it and it's not going to be as sturdy. So it's best and easiest if you glue the faceplate on first. Make sure you lined it up correctly along the bottom. You don't want it to be crooked. At least for me, my OCD would be like, screaming until I fixed it, so. Now I'm going to fold that piece, make sure it's really bent, and then I'm going to glue it on now, after the faceplate is on. I just eyeballed it. I didn't actually mark where I was going to glue it on there. I just eyeballed. Now it's time to finish painting. I wanted to do touch-ups at the very end. Areas like this where you have to, if there's white showing or cardboard or anything like that, and you want to just cover the entire thing in the color that you want. Or you can just keep it cardboard if you want. Whatever floats your boat. The character in the middle on the white stand is actually cut out of cardboard, and I just sealed the edges with glue, regular school glue, and then painted over the edges with gold. I encourage you guys to use whatever you have at home to decorate. You don't have to go out and buy a bunch of new things or anything like that. I encourage you to use what you already have. I really had a good time creating this, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video and my next crafting adventure. If you guys have any ideas or anything that you'd like to see from me, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. I'll talk to you guys later and have an awesome day.